Ugh, try not to drop it. This is my reading list. Hello friends, I'm Joe Robinson. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to go over my 2023 reading list. Voila! There it is. It's there. So I'm going to go through all the books that I'm going to be reading, and yeah, let's jump into it. First, I'm going to go through some of the shorter ones. To me, this is mirrored. I don't know if it's backwards, if all the titles are going to be backwards for you, but for me, it's backwards. This is Genesis, self-study commentary, and so I'm going to go through this, and then the other short one is, it's called God Has a Wonderful Plan for Your Life by Ray Comfort, and both of these are just short, like less than 90 pages, and I'm going to probably hit those in January, this month. First off on the major reading list is Knowing Jesus Personally, and this is part of the Billy Graham Library. I think Billy Graham himself is the one who wrote it, but I'm not sure. It appears, yes. So, Knowing Jesus Personally by Billy Graham. This year, as opposed to last year, my reading goal is to challenge my actual reading level, as opposed to just simply books that I enjoy, that are easy reads, that I can kind of fly through. So, I picked out The Spirit of St. Louis and War and Peace. And these are my two hard reads. They're going to really, hopefully, challenge my reading level so that I can get better as a reader. Along with that, I picked out Poems of American History, and this one is edited by Burton, Egbert, Stevenson. So these three reads are what Spirit of St. Louis is upside down. These three reads are going to be my challenging reads for the year. So some of you may not know this about me, but one of my goals is to get a doctorate in religious and philosophical studies. So this year I decided, hey, since I'm a year out from graduating, I will start reading books that will help me kind of shape my mind to prepare for my graduate studies. So many of these books are centered around more of the history and study behind religion, as opposed to simply just commentaries on self-devotion. So book number one I'm going to be reading is The Foundations of Buddhism. I've done a little bit of study on Buddhism, and last year I took a philosophy of religion course and I wrote my paper on Buddhism. So this is going to kind of just help me learn a little bit more about the culture, about the religion, and about its origins. These two reads were more of a spontaneous read choice because I just randomly saw them on my friend's shelf, and I'm like, hey, can I borrow those? Can I read those? So it is the Anabaptist story, which is kind of like a history and introduction of the 16th century Anabaptist church, which was founded as a more radical form of the Reformation back during the Protestant Reformation. Second is Anabaptist in Outline, which is kind of along the same lines of selected primary sources of the origins of the Anabaptist Church. And so I've already almost gotten through this one. I'm about 3/4 of the way through, and I haven't started this one, but these are both books that I want to get done probably by February. The Catechism of the Catholic Church. So this one was kind of more of a self-interest as opposed to studying it just for studying's sake. I have always been told certain things about the Catholic Church, and then as soon as I talked to a Catholic who had done his studies, who like actually knew what he was talking about, I realized that many things that people had told me about the Catholic Church were just plain wrong. Does this mean that I agree with everything in the Catholic Church? No, but I do not want to be ignorant of what the Catholic Church teaches, and so I'm going to read their catechism. So this one is The Bible as History by Werner Keller. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. But it's basically just a commentary on the historical aspects of the Bible, kind of the everything from A to Z as far as architecture of the biblical times, the historic battles, everything A to Z of Bible history is pretty much outlined. I have never read it, but I've heard good things, and so I am excited for this one. And then lastly, I decided to take my philosophy of religion textbook that I got during my philosophy of religion class and read through it. I have read sections of it, but it was really good, and so I want to read through the whole thing. This is probably going to be one of the densest reads, simply because it's in textbook format, and so it's not as well laid out as many of the other books probably will be. But this is something that I really want to read because this is the field that I enjoy, is philosophy and religious studies. So this is my reading list for 2023. If you like, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to leave a hate comment, you can do that too. Either way, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye!